afternoon here in Lake Argyle, and we are going on a cruise. It's $124 from the Discovery Park, which is pretty much the only thing here at Lake Argyle, but $124, goes for 4 hours roughly. You get alcohol, soft drinks and nibbles. So yeah, very excited. It's very hot, so you actually go for swims too, so we'll check that out when we get there, but very excited. Gotta go catch the bus. Cruise or fished in the waters of Lake Argyle, the biggest man-made lake in the Southern Hemisphere. Created by the mighty Ord River Dam, it's classified as an inland sea, and at its peak, Lake Argyle holds a whopping 32 million cubic metres of water. That's more than 20 times the size of Sydney Harbour. Building the dam and creating Lake Argyle changed the environment a lot. The amount of water flowing into the Ord River has been greatly reduced, however a brand new ecosystem has grown within the lake itself. The lake is now home to 26 different kinds of native fish. It also has a large population of freshwater crocodiles, estimated to be around 25,000. Some of the fish you can see here include barramundi, southern Saratoga, archerfish and the sleepy cod. While mostly freshwater crocodiles live here, sometimes the salty might be seen. Unfortunately, cane toads reached the dam in late 2008, and their numbers have grown quite a lot during the summer of 2009. We were lucky enough to join the sunset cruise on the purposely built Kimberly Durack Boat, where we cruised among the bays and inlets of this largely untouched paradise. We enjoyed 2 swim stops, one being at the tranquil Bay of Islands, and the last being where our complimentary beer, wine and nibbles were served as the sun began to set. Complimentary soft drinks were also available for the whole cruise, and they also offer free pickup and return coach transfers from the Discovery Park at Lake Argyle itself. There's also another cruise you can do, which is a lunchtime cruise. Wallaroos and other wallabies became stranded on the islands in Lake Argyle after a record flooding in the Ord River catchment areas. The rising waters from the dam construction created the lake and the islands. When the lake filled, some wallabies were cut off from the mainland. In the case of the wallaroos, the flooding created several islands within the lake. Some wallaroos found themselves stranded in these newly formed islands. The Department of Environment and Conservation initially trapped and relocated some of the wallaroos to the mainland. Eventually, the remaining ones on the islands were able to become self-sufficient as the natural food resources on the islands became established.
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, yep. Full screen.
Here, Lake Argyle in the sunset. Can't get much better.
Great Northern.
What are you doing, Dale?
Have a couple of Northerns.
Got them parked
Kimberleys under the sun.
with the sunset. How beautiful. Going full strength too. Park and full strengths.
Huh?
Park and full strengths. Cheers.
Cheers.
We have just arrived at the Durack Historic Homestead to go have a little look. I think it's $5 or $7.50 or something, isn't it? $7.50 for an adult, and for a family of 2 adults, 2 kids, it is $15. I don't know a lot about it, but the Duracks are pretty famous around this area.
Original family.
This is the division of Durack, if you really want to know, for the Electoral Commission. But we will tell you more when we go in. That's where all the Duracks are buried. The Duracks, originally from Galway in Ireland, were early settlers in the Kimberley, the first to take up extensive pastoral leases and to build a permanent home in the region. They arrived from Coopers Creek in Western Queensland in the mid-1880s with 7,250 breeding cattle and 200 horses. The 3,000-mile journey having undertaken during the years of 1883 to 1885, one of the longest cattle drives in history, with the aim of establishing a pastoral industry along the fertile Ord River. The original homestead was built in 1894 and constructed of handcrafted quartzite blocks with crushed termite mounds used as mortar. The Duracks exported the cattle from this station through the port of Wyndham to markets as far as South Africa and North America. Over time, yards, buildings and a large Indigenous community sprang up around the homestead. It was central to the vast family enterprise and at its peak comprised of 5 stations, encompassing an area the size of Belgium. The Argyle Homestead maintained this position until the stations were sold in 1950. The physical and human environment of the Argyle was also a primary source of inspiration for Patsy Durack's granddaughters, Mary and Elizabeth, who as young women in the late 1930s collaborated on a variety of artistic projects. Once the Ord River Dam was completed in early 1971, Lake Argyle began to fill more rapidly than anyone anticipated. The homestead was dismantled stone by stone, stored in Kununurra and rebuilt towards the end of the decade, 15 kilometres from its original position. In 1979, the building was opened as a museum dedicated to the pioneering spirit of the Durack family. The homestead is now managed by the Kununurra Visitor Centre and provides a wonderful opportunity for visitors to learn about the lives of the region's earliest pioneers. The museum is open to the public daily from April till October. So Lake Argyle, oh my God, it was everything and more than we expected. It is so pretty. The terrain around there is just stunning. Like I said, I took so many photos and I don't think they do it justice. One of my daughters said, well, Mum, it must be beautiful because the photos were beautiful. So it's just, I don't know, it's not what I was expecting. It's way, way bigger. It's huge. It is huge. And we saw like the tiniest part of it. But just amazing, amazing. The cruise we done, highly recommend it. We done it through the Discovery Park, which is the only place you can stay there, caravan park. We done it with Captain Jack. Very, very knowledgeable dude. Quite funny. Played the best music, a lot of Aussie rock and a lot of Cold Chisel, so I was happy. So $124 it was. It goes for 4 hours, so you get like a little bus trip, and they show you a bit of stuff and the dam wall and stuff. And then, yeah, you pop on your cruise. You go for 2 swims, 2 swimming spots. It's all you can drink soft drink, and then the alcohol is the esky gets opened up when you're there for your second swim, watching the sunset. Cheese platter, fruit, bickies, yeah, well worth $124. Like, it was 4 hours of, it was just great, and like I said, you only see a snippet of Lake Argyle. It's crazy how big it is. But I could not recommend Lake Argyle more. Pretty much from when we left Catherine, probably an hour into the trip. It's so pretty. Just the rocks and the colours are just amazing. So if you can ever get up this way, make sure you come check it out because it is beautiful. Yeah. But there's nothing else I can say. Hopefully you enjoy our videos. So with that, we might finish this episode off here. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and tune in next time to see our trip out to Purnululu National Park, which is the Bungle Bungles in WA. We're very excited about that. It's a bucket list item. So, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to watch next week when you will see what we get up to.